Hello everyone and welcome to this video. Now the continuation from BSSO 5 in BSSO 11 or 12 now. Haven't decided that yet, but you will see, well, when you're watching this video now, you will already know. Finally, continuing with opening up harvest counties after building the bridge. Yeah, some other things had to be done first. Some storyline quests, some GED quests. Well, I could have continued with this as well, but I just wanted to do that other stuff first. It came quite early to harvest counties, like it's 2013. I need a sip of my tea first. There. But before that, we already had Golden Hills, and then later came Dino Valley as well. That was 2014. And then the South of Peninsula, that came in 2017, 2016 and 2015. When did Harvest Counties come? Wasn't that 2016? Or was it 2015? I'm not entirely sure about it anymore. I think 2016 probably, but can also be 15. Either one of them. Didn't we get Mistfall in 2018 then? Yeah, well, I got a video about it. It shows all the previous maps and the maps from now of Jorvik. Hilarious us using the chainsaw like that. I stayed on a farm in Norway in 2023. And we had 2 chainsaws there, so I was just joking. Gee, what's my voice doing today? I was just joking. If any burglars come here, I'm just gonna chase them with a chainsaw. Guaranteed they will go. They don't have any guns. Well, not likely something like that happening in Norway. It's not legal to wear guns without a license, and it's only used for hunting, not even guns, more like rifle-ish ones. Oh, the first one was moose poo, like, ew, what? Why would you even think of that as an ingredient? Oh well. Don't eat at Wolf Hall Inn. I'm gonna eat moose poo. A lovely brown sorbet made with gifts from the king of the forest. Yeah, no thank you. He is salesman as well. Oh, finally. I just want to move on. Yeah, that's also what I talk about in the next or the previous video, like all these little extra quests before an area opens. It can be kind of annoying sometimes because you just want to get into the new area and explore it, and it did feel a little bit like that with this as well, except this, like clearing away these bushes with that chainsaw, that was actually fun. But all that helping for Ed, I was like, come on man, I just want to move up. I want to get to Jorvik stables, but oh well. It didn't take that long, and it does give more to do. Oh, that old music. You know, if at some places still in new SSO, some of the old music plays, but it just doesn't feel the same anymore. It's basically a little bit like this. If you're gonna do old, do everything of the old, because then it just fits. Then the whole picture makes sense. But if you have the new and you add some of the old, it just doesn't feel the same. And it may even seem or sound a little bit out of place. So I myself, I just prefer like a new SSO. They might just as well use their new soundtracks everywhere, because it just doesn't rhyme anymore when some of the old music plays. It's just not the same. I don't remember this character on the white horse riding there. Why was she there? So that's definitely an NPC. Picking up some bottles. It's kind of dangerous. Little yawn, and it's kind of dangerous on the beach. Harold? Who's Harold again? I didn't show the entire ride towards here, so I think most of you remember it anyways, and I'm going to make old versus new videos in the future either way. So, and if you want, you can of course still, if you really badly want to see more of what old Harvest counties used to look like, you can always look up the older Star Stable videos. It's a little harder to find nowadays, but you can just use a filter, and then I think you can also choose like older videos first, something like that. Our characters also like, they just want to go. They really have to help all of these people again. Could almost just hand it to those characters. They're just, some of them standing near their mailboxes. Reluctant Major. So not that much fun to be mayor. Not so much like mayor. Mayor. Slight difference. Well, then I was just like, felt done with Harvest County's quest. I was like, I want to show how I open up all three in this video. Or all three, yeah, their Aliens Plaza and Governor's Fall. I'm also going to show that in this video. I didn't expect, because there was a quest with the janitor, And I thought, okay, it's just something with the janitor in the mall. But then new areas opened up. And so later on I was like, okay, you know what, in this video I'm just then going to show opening up Harvest counties further. And also South Hoof. And then also 18th Plaza and Governor's Fall. Pier 13. Well, I was at some point done with those quests. So not Pier 13, but well, it doesn't look any different today. So that is not that nostalgic yet to show. Well, to be fair, 18th Plaza, Governor's Fall, and Pier 13, it all already looks a bit Generation 3-ish, to be fair. I wonder if SSO is going to update that one day, or just leave it like that. I don't think it's at all their priority, especially since in new SSO still, the old sky is so present in those areas. Maybe they don't really have a plan for those areas yet, and it's not really that important now, like there are other things going on. I'd say let them first finish the updating of the NPCs to Generation 3, and most of the buildings and items and objects and tools have already been updated to Generation 3, but not everything yet. Yeah, if I were them, but I'm not them and I don't know everything, not the whole picture, I would focus on that first as well. Is one of the things to have literally everything in the game updated to Generation 3. Objects, items, buildings, characters. Well, horses are not so much of a rush of that. Oh, I wonder, no wait, we already have Generation 3 ponies, right. I was gonna say, I wonder when they're going to update the Jorvik pony to Generation 3, but we already have that. Right? Yeah, we do. Yeah, lots of them actually. Well, this I was like, it looks the same for all of them. I'm just going to show the one that works. Zealand. Oh, Donald again. But luckily we don't have to go all the way over there. I was like, oh no, we don't have to go all the way over there, right? I don't even have a trailer to Jardelheim yet. That is yet to come. I also don't have a trailer to the riding hall yet. Oh, I remember this quest actually. Yeah, this one I clearly remember having to find her clothes in there. But I am so sure that in old SSO we already had a trailer at the riding hall. But it doesn't seem to be there yet. Here now in this version. BSSO February 2017. Did that really came later in the game? The riding hall trailer? I guess. Soon, very soon, we're gonna go to South Hoof. Yeah, but again, all these little problems, they gave more to do and more XP, more hours to play, and it's realistic. Because we don't have a ferry yet. But we're gonna have to get to South Hoof somehow. Yes, South Hoof. Hey, we also cannot get into Icona yet. Well, that would be a long way riding around. That would be a huge detour, so we're gonna have to have a boat. That is so typical James. Wanting the cheap bargain. Sometimes it is. But also oftentimes it's not. If it's not as durable, because then you have to buy new ones sooner. But yeah, sometimes you have no choice. Sometimes you you don't have as much money and then you have to go for the cheap thing. Nothing wrong with that, no judgment about that at all. I totally understand it. Oh, James so worried about his business. Well, I get that. Talking about money. A little selfish. Not that caring about your business is selfish, not at all. I mean, James in general, he's a little grayish. Steve is quite different. He's more generous. He's really nice. Oh, nice, thank you. Well, he really likes us, it seems. Not romantically, of course, we're not gonna get weird. Just friendly. Oh, that's a little mean. No idea how to do business? Well, you don't always either, James. When you buy stuff that's a little bit shady, or that seems too cheap or too good to be true. So now you have two boats with a leak that you can't use. That isn't great either. I wonder how we got all the water out. Luckily we don't have to do that as well. Which is actually kind of cool, traveling there like this. But yeah, later it's not available anymore, then we just go by the ferry. But I wouldn't have minded it if it stayed like that. I was just traveling with that boat to South Hoof all the time. Now seeing this farm again, South Hoof has changed quite a lot. Yeah, right. We gotta rescue some people. And I will also show you guys some of Cape Sorrow, now that I still can. But that a little bit later. A little bit more questing first. Poor chickens getting run over by us. Yeah, that could cause some danger for men and women at sea. The lighthouse not working. Wow, I am so used to New South Hoof now. I didn't even realize that it had changed this much. But I don't feel like all the graphics in South Hoof are Generation 3 yet, especially not the runestones. So before I'm gonna make a first video for South Hoof, that is gonna be a while. I don't really feel like SSO has any plans to update South Hoof even more anytime soon. Not that South Hoof will be a very difficult video, like I'm not going to need that many clips for South Hoof. It all looks so similar. I may even be able to do it under 30 clips. That's the usual amount for my versus videos. About 30 clips, little less, little more. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to manage that with Dino Valley, because that area is also quite big. But I'll see about that then. I'm so curious how SSO is going to update Dino Valley. Who knows? Maybe next year. Not this year, I guess. That would be a big surprise. I'm not expecting that at all. Well, I can't see from here whether or not he looks weak. On surfboard, sure, but yeah, not as convenient. No, it's fine. So treacherous waters around Cape Sorrow. She looks really firm and sturdy, really grounded. Like really strong Swedish farm woman. Farm life is just so great. Yeah, there are also days when it's a little bit less great, but in general. Yeah, she definitely seems older and more experienced in life. I'd say this woman is about between 40 and 50. Oh yeah, you don't want to get unlucky at sea. Happen, like, well, if it goes wrong, then if you're not lucky enough to get rescued in time, then you will just drown. You can only swim for so long in the cold water, especially if there are huge waves. Oh, that'd be terrifying. Babante. I love the SSO language. It's kind of accurate to her voice to say so. Sounds older. Well, let's head back then. Well, medicine. Home and dry, isn't that nice? I thought there would be much more quest stuff, so I stopped questing. And then in the evening I was like, oh, you know what? Maybe it's short. Let's see if I'm going to edit to this video still. And I was like, you know, I can still go to Cape Sorrow now. Let's show some of Cape Sorrow. Because after the quests are over, can't go there at all anymore. It's maybe not that special, but it's still fun to take a look now whilst we still can. Yeah, I don't think SSO has any plans with this island really, it's just there. Although who knows, maybe someday we will learn why it is called Cape Sorrow. Maybe there's some more history behind this really little island, peninsula. The older water looks just as pretty. Yeah, like with the old, new with the new, it just makes the most sense. It's mostly just rocks. But we're going up here anyways. Not doing a lot of climbing. I don't like that much. I'm not that good at climbing in SSO. But I could get up here surprisingly easy. I didn't expect that. And there's another little island there where Mistfall is. It's not like that now anymore. Not when Mistfall was released. Interesting to see. They may have had whole other plans for that place. Still, yeah, even while working on your plans, then a lot can change too. Now this is a cute little island. Not that I like want to spend time there all the time, but to just take a look at it now, just quickly, it's nice. Oh, it's just really like the reflective water. It reflects so beautifully. Yeah, it turned out to just be indeed a little short quest. Just ending this introduction to South Hoof quest. Yeah, it's cool that indeed. Alright, well, I don't know when I'm going to continue these South Hoof quests. Well, we're now continuing with other quests, opening more areas. But all of this, when I will follow up on all of these opening up quests, I don't know yet. maybe in video 13 or 14, but it could also be in 17 or 18. It's got so many quests now. I really need to make a decision about how I'm gonna continue. I could also do a story quest again in the next one. Chocolate hearts, lovely. Heartfelt order. Oh, it's just chocolates. We don't seem busy, nice assumption. I wonder if I just noticed that Raptor poster. I wonder if Fashion Week is also going to be this BSSO version. She would fall for the janitor. Would not expect that, but love, it can't be explained. The janitor is quite serious, a little bit grumpy-ish. It's not all about looks. It counts as well, but so really nice Iris is a little bit into serious with principles and a little grumpy, it seems. Or whatever attracts. Of course we gotta get the friend. Actually there's also a second one. But isn't Jessica later on the character at Silverglade Manor with the races? That is how I remembered it. Pink light is so nicely getting intense. Yeah, she did get off at the wrong station. Well, that can happen. Girls hour, tea hour maybe. We actually get some ice cream too. She keeps the promise. Nice. Oh, it's Scotch. Yeah, we ended up getting it. Yeah, I guess that was a time, 2017. When SSO already had that in mind. With the home stable too, being able to change it. But it didn't come to fruition. They had a whole blog about that. I think, yeah, there were just all these little things getting into their plans. And it was, I think, a little bit harder than it seemed. Yeah, that can happen. You can want to make something and start trying it, and then you get all these little problems you didn't expect. Things that maybe don't work as you thought they would work. Otherwise, we would be able to use this sofa to decorate our house, I guess. Yeah, I guess that was on their mind too. That we would have a little house or something. What do you mean about boyfriend? Oh, yucky, yeah, we had to go look for rope in the trash cans. Nice. Oh, come on, what, girl? You can't expect your boyfriend to be able to lift the couch all alone in the house. That's a two-person's job. Couches can be much heavier than expected. And I actually listened to the air. And then it doesn't fit through the window. Oh. And then we just get it. How are we gonna carry that with us then? Well, luckily we have a magical inventory that makes all the stuff that's in it weightless. Nice introduction. Thinking that we are the guilty one, not believing us. Yeah, our character is like back in the day. I didn't think that so much, but our character, yeah, is a pushover indeed. A hero, but yeah, pushover. Also doing this a little bit crisscross. The beanie quest and the quest with Yvonne about the graffiti. Didn't even look that bad. That graffiti. I don't mind graffiti that much in general. Sometimes it makes old, boring buildings look a little bit more colorful, a bit nice, a bit more cheerful. Not all graffiti is beautiful, but some of it can really be. People know exactly when to do it. Probably somewhere in the middle of the night, but I have never seen anybody put on graffiti on any wall. An address would also be handy on that poster. It looks fun. Just for quest's sake. Removes. Oh, we're gonna give out some sample beanie. Oh, just show it. Yeah, otherwise still wouldn't make so much money because then people just got one already. Yay, they liked it. And then now we can buy beanies. Yeah, they are cute. One more quest done. Now finishing up this one soon. Yeah, of course we're gonna do that too. Oh, ew, yuck, that looks really bad. Gross. Yeah, she's just using us. I don't like the graffiti, but I don't want to remove it, so hey, I'm gonna put her to it. She can prove her innocence to me. Is that one done? And then we have this one. Also Conrad. But then with a K instead of a C. Yeah, this is just a nice old, thoughtful, really thoughtful name. Then at the end Yvonne says, what a nice lady we are, of course. I did all the work for you. Yeah, this was easy. First we lure the birds and later we have to chase them away. Plus one Jorvik City, wow, that helps a lot. These birds, they look Gen 3 already, somehow. They look so good. Yeah, good quality looking pigeons. Took a little while to find the cleaning tools, but they're just near the cafe. Yeah. Oh, Yvonne complained. Now that's a surprise. Yeah, now we scared him away. Lol. Well guys, this video is then also about to wrap up. Thank you for watching. Have a good night, day, morning, evening, afternoon. Whatever time it is for you. Bye.